Yo, it's me, Patrick, back again with another video. In this video, I'll be sharing with you guys my background story on how I got into fitness, as well as give you guys some advice on how you guys can start on your own fitness journey. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So throughout middle school, I was really overweight, and I struggled with insecurities about my self-image really until like sophomore year in high school. During that time in middle school, I did little to no physical activity. My entire life revolved around playing video games and just eating like crap. I would snack all the time, eat McDonald's way more often than what a normal person should, and had like triple portions at dinner time. So during that summer, that transitional phase between 8th grade into high school, there's a specific game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It came out. It was the hottest game out, and I was obsessed with that game. So I would play that game day in, day out, like till 5, 6 a.m. with all my friends on Xbox Live, just talking a lot of shit, and just like really just like immersed in the game that I would forget to eat sometimes. And I would really only eat like one meal a day. And then in my head, I was thinking, at the time, I was like, what is one meal I could eat that is like really quick so I can just get back into playing games? And then the first thing that came to mind was cereal. So all I did was I ate damn near a box of cereal with milk, maybe like 2 humongous bowls of cereal per day for the entire summer. And then next thing you know, I went from like 200-ish pounds in middle school, and then by the end of that summer, I was like damn near like around 150. And then I remember when I went to go register for school, no one recognized me. None of my graduating class from 8th grade, they were like, what happened to you? You lost so much weight. And I didn't really realize how much weight I lost until they pointed it out, because in my head it was just Call of Duty day in, day out. And another thing I was actually obsessed with was WWE. I was Team SmackDown back in the day, so my favorite wrestler was Dave Bautista. For those that do watch or did watch wrestling, you guys should probably know who he is, because that guy was a monster. So I kind of idolized him. I wanted to be exactly like him. And I remember there was one specific day in freshman year of high school. I was walking with my good friend Noella, and she was telling me like, oh, you lost so much weight, you're so skinny. Maybe you should work out and build some muscle. Something along the lines of that. But it was like, in my mind, I was like, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. So Noella, if you're watching this, you were the catalyst to how I got to where I am today. So thank you so much for that. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be here doing these videos, and like fitness wouldn't be like a big part of my life. In between games of Call of Duty, I would just do push-ups and crunches. I didn't really have the confidence to go into a public gym, because as a newbie, I didn't know what to do, how to start. So I just started with push-ups and crunches. And then as like I started to build more confidence, I wanted to seek more knowledge on like what I could do to build a better physique, or a physique like Batista's, you know? So I just did what anyone else would do. I would Google it, YouTube it, look for more information. Eventually my mom got me a gym membership, and then at the time I didn't have a car, so I would have to take the bus. For those that know, I had to take the 51A every time I wanted to go to the gym. So I would bring $1.70, because the bus fare was 85 cents back in the day. I bring $1.70 to get there and then get back. And then I would just go into the gym, just not knowing what to do. I would just go to the machines, read the directions on the machines, and just did whatever. I kind of just threw myself in there and just try to do what I can. At the time, I didn't know what I was doing, but I figured it was better than doing the stuff I did at home. My obsession with Call of Duty transitioned to an obsession with fitness. I want to do anything and everything to achieve my goal of becoming just as big and strong as like the person I idolized. So I did a lot of Googling, watched a lot of YouTube content. I watched YouTubers like Matt Ogus, Chris Jones, Manny Fusaro, Michael Corey Fitness, Alan Thrall, Scooby1961, Brandon Campbell Diamond, and Max Tuning, and the list like kind of goes on. So I learned everything from training, nutrition, to form all from them, and I just took pieces of information from all their videos and just applied it to myself to see if it would work. And then once I started to see progress, it kind of just had that snowball effect of once you start seeing like progress little by little, like you just want to keep that momentum going, and it gets really addictive because you don't want to stop, because like you just want to continuously improve. So I started only going to the gym maybe 3 times a week when I first started my first 2 years. And then once I started to see all that progress, I was like, all right, I'm going 4 to 6, sometimes even every day. Like I was so obsessed. Like once I get like focused onto like a goal, like I just want to work towards it like crazy. I knew that if I really wanted to achieve my goals in the long term, I had to get my diet and sleep in check. For my diet, it meant reducing the portion size of my meals throughout the day. I had to eat healthier, include more fruits and vegetables in my diet. My diet when I first started out was pretty clean, typical bro bodybuilder kind of meals. It was like chicken, fish, ground turkey, broccoli, spinach, sweet potatoes, and just like very minimal seasoning. And then I made it a conscious effort to always try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, which meant I had less time to do other things like Call of Duty. As I started to see a lot of good progress, it really helped build my self-confidence to really just be myself and just love myself for the way I am, compared to like the person in middle school who struggled with insecurities about his self-image. But it's not to say that my entire fitness journey up until this point was like smooth sailing. There have definitely been some low times in my fitness career, and there have been times where I was like extremely motivated. I wanted to quit. I didn't want to work out. Like it's just too hard. But I would always remind myself about why I started in the first place. And if I quit now, then everything I've done up until that point was for waste. And I would just remind myself about that burning obsession just to become just like my idol, just become big and strong and just become better, becoming the best person that I could really be. And with that obsession, it carried me through those tough times where I just wanted to quit. I didn't really have any structure in my training until like my 4th year of lifting, and even then like I didn't apply the principle of progressive overload properly until my 7th year. And then during my 7th year was when I actually discovered the Muscle and Strength Pyramid books for the first time, and it changed my life because it gave me a solid foundation of everything I needed to know as a beginner: training, nutrition, and structure. Fast forward from my 7th year of training till now, not much has changed. I've been just enjoying my fitness journey, making small improvements to my physique year by year, making a conscious effort to become the best version of myself each day, physically and mentally, taking on new endeavors, like things like content creation. You know, I'm doing my best trying to get better at this, and throughout this journey it's been pretty fun. You know, I can see why a lot of people pursue YouTube. Content creation is very, very fun. You know, it helps me get in touch with my creative side, and then I can share with you guys like a side of me that you probably might not know. Also very grateful for my circle of friends that I made in high school. Whenever I felt down or unmotivated or was doubting myself, they would always provide me with words of support and encourage me to just keep carrying on, and I'll always be forever grateful for that. Still the same circle of friends that still hang out. You guys know who you are. You in the comment section below. I see you guys. Also, really big shout out to my mom. I'm very, very thankful for the fact that she took interest in this hobby of mine. She would always like buy me groceries, vegetables, help me meal prep for school, and it really meant a lot for me for her to take interest in a hobby, because you know, growing up we didn't really have like the best relationship. Like never got, you know, the typical Chinese parent doesn't really give you too much praise and just yell at you all the time for, you know, bad grades and, you know, all that good stuff. My advice for newcomers who are just getting started into fitness or want to get really serious about it, I would highly recommend you read books on nutrition and training. The one I recommend, I've said this before, Muscle and Strength Pyramid. That will give you a solid foundation on just everything you need to know on just fitness. After you've read that, set a long-term goal, whether it be to lose weight, gain weight, get stronger, build physique, whatever it might be. After you set your long-term goal, you have to set weekly short-term goals. Some examples of weekly short-term goals could be cutting back on eating out per week, cooking more meals at home, typically tend to be healthier. Increase the amount of vegetables you eat, cutting back on portion size for certain meals, and the list goes on. It could be anything. So once you've already established your long-term goals and your short-term goals, it's pretty straightforward from here. You make a conscious effort day in and day out to achieve your weekly short-term goals, and then with that momentum, taking it week by week, you'll eventually achieve your long-term goal in the long run. All you really have to do is just make some smart choices with a little bit of consistency. Then you add in some time and patience into that mix, and really you can achieve any goal that you want to achieve. It might sound really cliche, but you really gotta want something and know why you want it, or else you're just gonna end up quitting too easily. Your reason why has to be specifically catered towards yourself. So during times when you feel unmotivated and you want to quit, you can draw on that reason to help carry you through those tough times. So the hardest part is to actually get started, but I guarantee you that once you guys get started and get over that slump to feeling comfortable, you'll build good habits, develop discipline over time, and see your hard work pay off in the long run. And always remember, the longest day has an end. So this is going to be the end of the video. If you made it up until this point, I want to say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for watching. Remember to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Leave me a comment in the comment section below on things you want me to talk about, or how cool my hair looks at home. No, I'm just kidding, my hair looks terrible. But anyways, that's gonna be it from me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.